Excuse me. I didn't clear my throat before doing it. I just realized the second that the camera turned on. So, yeah. Okay, Discord is informed. Here I am with very funny hair. Ugh. It's because I was supposed to shower. I'm actually going to try to shower again, but the boiler was off. I was supposed to shower yesterday, but essentially every time I've been having a weird day. I feel like my body is kind of like um oh what's the words my body's kind of like I've got like the flu jab. I had the flu jab and I met some fluey germy people, and therefore I kind of like feel like it's my body reacting to fighting the bad stuff. I don't know. It's still not like 100% centered. It's bugging me a little bit. Well, that's a bit better. Yeah, yeah. I'm still not 100% like protected, I guess, because I've just been feeling kind of like hot and also very tired. Like I'm very tired all the time, and I don't get it. I'm hoping it's nothing serious, but yeah, whatever. Um, it's only been the past couple of days. I've just kind of like felt very whacked in the head, kind of like tired all the time. But yeah, it's not a big deal. I've been mostly very positive, mostly, and whatever. You can't see the side of my head most of the time anyway. I'm just gonna sit like this. Yeah, mostly very positive. Apart from not being able to shower and stuff, because I've got new stuff. Because I was hoping to get like I'm not. This is gonna sound very kind of like privileged, kind of like first world problems kind of like situation. But I was kind of expecting, considering the bullshit that I've had over the past few years of mega depression and basically just incredible bad luck. Like I just feel like well, it's not my it's not entirely my fault that I had this sort of expectation. Okay, but I I felt like people were kind of hinting at me that they were going to get me um, basically like a big present for Christmas or something, you know, like a new phone or basically or like telling me that I haven't missed all of my holidays and that basically like they were going to take me for like a weekend away somewhere nice, like Cornwall or something. Because like I said, I missed a bunch of my holidays, and basically everybody was kind of feeling sad, not very sad, but still sad that 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 they'd basically that I'd missed out on that one particular holiday in particular because I had COVID or something. Um, so it was kind of like I haven't had any other holidays because I've been really broke. So yeah. Um, but yeah, like I did get presents. I'm not saying I didn't get any presents. I got presents this year. I wasn't really expecting any presents, apart from like maybe that big one, like I mentioned, But that's only because I was kind of led on to believe that, if I'm honest. Sorry to anybody who's watching this, who basically like feels like they have feels like I'm complaining that I didn't get enough presents or something. That's not what I'm doing. Okay, I'm saying that it's okay. It's okay, and that I kind of took care of it myself. I used some of the money that I was given, admittedly from my parents, from my mother, um, and also a little bit of extra money to make sure that like my bank account for my partner um, didn't get completely wiped out by this. But I actually got my new phone. I'm very happy with it, and you can tell already by the state of the screen. Wow, it really shows up all of the pokey marks. That like I've been playing with it, obviously, and making sure it's okay and testing it out and stuff. And yeah, I mean it's cool. It's so freaking cool. So yeah, now I have a camera and I can actually film things again, which would be good if I could actually find some place to host my videos. Um, but I think we already have like a backup for that, maybe, possibly in the future. Sometime in the new year, I am going to hopefully get some help with setting up a what is it called? Oh my god, a Telegram account, and also I'm going to be updating my X profile as well, and basically my videos are going to be put on these two places primarily. I will say that like I am currently very slowly, but I am still currently putting all of my videos, the past ones and everything, uh, on just for fans. But that's not really going so good because it's just like the OnlyFans situation. It's like not many people are actually like you know like there to look at my videos. They're there to only see the naughty videos and stuff, which is fine, and I totally get that. But yeah, I mean it's good, but it's very slow, and also I need a place to back up like everything, and a video hosting service that I can actually kind of like have posted everywhere. And I'm thinking of basically doing this. I'm thinking about basically doing it like this, like the Telegram or another place, depending on if we actually come up with like another location to put the videos. Um, will have the archive. So I'll basically bump and dump a bunch of stuff over onto there, and then like on Twitter, I think Twitter will be the best one if this idea actually works. Then Twitter can host all of the videos, but like being uploaded one or two or three a day kind of situation, maybe. I'm thinking like of doing that. Um, so yeah, that's the whole plan. That's the whole plan. I'm sorry if you can't hear me. I've just realised that my extractor fan's on because it was very hot in here. I told you I'm feeling very warm, and then very cold, and then very warm again. So I've got the situation in this office where basically I'm just getting hot and then cold and then hot and then cold. So I could turn the heating on, and then I turn the heating off, and then I put the extractor fan on to bring in some cool air, and then yeah, you hear it a bit. But this is supposed to be a quickie. I don't know how long I'm going to be on because I have to go have a shower because hopefully the boiler has worked in my house now, and I can actually have a shower. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but like I'm wearing my old security thing on, and I think I had this on in my last live stream. And I'm like, yeah, I definitely need a shower. So yeah, I was gonna have a haircut, but I kind of, I'm kind of in two minds of the hair. You know, like there's a big part of me that kind of like hates having long hair, but then there's like another part of me that knows that like hair's kind of like one of those things especially if you've got like a high testosterone count and stuff. Like if you have high testosterone levels, then yeah, your hair grows pretty quickly, and like you get a lot of body hair and a lot of hair. But the problem is that it also means that your hair kind of runs out faster. So if you see basically like a big beefy bald person, big beefy bears that are bald, that usually means that they have high testosterone. So yeah, it's a thing. But that's kind of what I mean. It's like the other part of me that wants to keep my hair is basically like, eh, have it until you lose it. Like basically use it until you lose it kind of situation. So yeah. How long has it been since you last shower? Well, like I said, it's been about 3 or 4 days. I think. Like I normally shower every other day, um, and except for sometimes in the winter though, because I've not been like sweating and hot a lot of the time. I tend to kind of like not have to shower. I'm not gross. I'm not stinky or anything like that. But it's just yeah. I basically have to shower anyway, every couple of days, mostly because of soreness and stuff. Because I'm a big boy, which means that skin rubbing on skin basically makes you a bit sore sometimes, and that like showering helps, especially if you've got really bad skin like I do. I hate that. It's actually weirdly enough, my skin is actually getting better, but that's mainly because I don't swim anymore, and I hate that I don't swim anymore. But the whole reason why I have bad skin is because for basically like 20 years of my life, I swam for like 4 hours on average every other day. So, which means that basically, if you're in chlorinated water for that long, and that exposed, eventually your skin's just going to give up, and that's kind of what's happened. Because like I remember in my 20s, all the way up until like my early 30s, like my skin has just been terrible. It's just been really, really kind of like, I have breakouts. I get like a dry flakiness and stuff every now and again. There's a term for it. Is it eczema or something? Yeah, it's like I've had like eczema, but it's not really eczema. So yeah, um, and yeah, it's basically because my body's just given up with making so much oils and stuff. But because I haven't been swimming pretty much that much every day, then well, it's gotten better, I guess. Although I don't want it to get better because I love swimming, specifically in pools. So yeah, I like going to the beach, but salt water is different, isn't it? It's easier on your skin. Anyway, yeah. So I don't have to shower basically like every single day. I do when I'm on holiday. I find that funny. Whenever I'm on holiday, I do basically like either start or end the day with a shower. And I think that's more to do with the fact that like because I'm paying for the room. I kind of like feel like I'm getting the most out of my money, I guess, by basically using up some of the soap in the shower. I know that sounds stupid, but I feel like that's the reason. There isn't like a specific plan to basically use the shower every day. It's just that I feel like when I'm on holiday or when I'm traveling or on vacation or something, that like yeah, You know, it's just that I get the urge to basically wake up. You know, when I wake up, jump in the shower, and then go to breakfast with nice smelling hair. I guess I don't know. You know, whereas normally when I'm at home, I have my shower after, like, right after dinner. Like every other day, right after dinner, have a shower. You know. So yeah. Why? Why did you ask this, Panda Fox? Or Gibbs Panda Fox? Why do you want to know when I shower? It's also if I'm with certain people, mainly because like certain people like to play in the shower, which I'm okay with. I'm gonna reveal something that may kind of like kill some of your perception of me, or basically make some people act differently around me, or whatever. But I'm gonna reveal it. A lot of you already kind of know it, but whatever. I have werewolf senses, which means that I've got hypersensitivity to smell, as well as light and sound and taste and all of that other stuff. Like, I have hypersensitivity, which means that I can kind of like smell things better than most people. And a lot of most people stinky bitches. Most of you are stinky bitches. Sorry, but it's kind of true. Um, I I don't smell great all the time anyway, according to like most people, you know. Although Damon says that I smell really good a lot of the time, and that's I'm happy with that because he's my partner. So yeah. Um, but yeah, when I'm in the shower and if I'm playing with somebody in the shower, I do love playing with certain people in the shower. It's mainly because I can mostly smell soap. You know, I can mostly smell just the soap, or like my own kind of wet dog kind of smell in the shower, which is fine because I'm kind of used to that smell. So yeah, so like when I'm in the shower, that part of me isn't so much kind of I'm not having to repress the random stinkiness of people. You know, God, that makes like I can imagine already somebody basically taking this incredibly wrong. You know, being like just like, oh, he doesn't want to smell the common people. He's above it, all that stuff. It's like, no, it's not like that at all. It's like I just smell really good. I can I can smell really good. Is what I'm trying to say. My sense of smell is heightened to the point. I'm trying to put this in a way that like it can't be misunderstood. It's heightened to the point where I can smell people like very from a little bit of a distance away, etc. You know, I have werewolf senses. There you go. There you go. Like I've got Wolverine's ability to smell things easily. Super smell, super smell sense, whatever. I know this is as tight a tangent, but like Wolverine's kind of got like a weird. Wolverine's got kind of like a weird power set, a weird move set. You know, like his mutations are very, very specific and weird. I guess you know, like what is it? Super smell. Um, sometimes super strength. Um, bone claws. or metal claws that came from bones. I don't know. Isn't that a weird kind of contention? The whole, like, did he just have bone claws in the, originally, or did he have metal? Did he not have anything there, but he was given metal claws? It's kind of like a weird thing in canon, depending on what comics you've read, etc. Anyway, but yeah, and then he's got the healing factor, that kind of like regeneration kind of thing. So he's got like 4 superpowers. Weird. Did I already say super smell? Smell, strength, claws, healing factor. Yeah. I forgot what finger I used. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, there's some randomness explained already, so that's cool. Yeah. So I've got the phone I was originally going to get was going to be the Galaxy Z Fold 7, and well, actually, it was the Galaxy Fold 6. It was this phone, but it was the brand new one, the never been opened, completely new phone. That cost around about £1,500, or around about $2,000, And this one cost me $800 instead. I was very, very hesitant with getting this one in particular because I got this off of Amazon, and I haven't put the other part of the case on, in case you're wondering why this looks a bit weird, and I'm not folding it, and I'm not continuously folding it up, but it does fold up. I mean, I can just do it just to show you. So satisfying and weird and cool. But yeah, like he hasn't got the full case on. I got this case as well, by the way. This is not part of the phone. This is a phone case, but I haven't put the other half of the phone case on because, like I'm trying to explain. Oh my god, yeah, this is a pre-owned second-hand phone, and I've got a second-hand device from Amazon before that was like new, and you guys probably remember this, but I unboxed it and it was an iPhone. I unboxed it and everything, and it looked okay. It wasn't like new. It had scratches on it, which was okay because it didn't really affect the functioning of the device, because I was going to put it in a case, and that was good. That was no problem. When I actually got the phone case for it, when I basically had to take off a screen protector that somebody had put on it. And when I did that, oh my god, was the screen scratched up. It had a huge gash over it that the screen protector only barely hidden. But when the screen protector was on it, it just looked like a tiny line. It's just very faint. I was like, it's just it's a front scratch. It's not a big deal. Take the screen protector off. It's huge, and it's always visible. And I was using that phone just fairly recently as a TV, and that's also the phone that basically I use as a camera as well. But it's not a usable as a usable phone. It basically doesn't have the capability to be an actual phone because I only have one SIM card, and I was using my old phone for that, which was completely broken. Oh my god, I have to explain so much. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I was very, very wary. I didn't want to get a secondhand phone anymore. After that experience, I was like, I don't want to get a secondhand phone, especially something that has a hinge, like a phone actually has the hinged screen and everything. Like inside, it's like there's just so much more screen to go wrong with it, if it's secondhand. So yeah, I was very, very concerned about basically not. I definitely didn't want to get a second-hand phone. However, like I said, Christmas happened, and it was like it was not super great, and I just was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get, I need to replace my phone now. This is getting ridiculous. I need I need a phone. I need an actual usable working phone. So I got the second hand one. Also, I found out that they don't do this anymore in the like new. I mean, not the like new, in the never opened boxes anymore. This is they only have refurbished phones now in this model that I wanted. So yeah, Panafox treat yourself. Yeah. Um. No, I I basically am in debt now because I've got this. I'm super broke. Okay, like a mega super broke. Like like yeah. Like I'm once I've eaten all the food in the house, then like all I will have to live off of for the next few months possibly is canned food. So yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, this came and it basically on the website on Amazon on the app, it says that it basically gives you categories of like renewed phone, like new, or excellent, or good, or acceptable. These are the categories of conditioning that the phone is in. And like I said, the one I've got previously that was renewed was like new. It's the top ranking. It basically is like oh, it basically comes it's straight from a box. Basically, they opened it, they didn't like it, they put it back in the box, and then they sent it off to be kind of like renewed. That's the feeling that you get when you basically have the like new label, right? And yet I've just listed all the problems I had with the previous renewed phone. Also, its battery isn't great. Yeah. Anyway, this was excellent, which means that it's one below the like new label, right? So far, it hasn't shown any signs of usage. There's a tiniest, like I've hidden it by the case. Yeah, it's not on this side, it's on the other side. But there's the tiniest little blemish just somewhere here, like on the case itself. It's just a tiny little mini scratch, no bigger than a fingernail. It's a tiny little scratch, and it's like I really hope that that's actually all that's wrong with this thing, because like I said, it's pretty good. I mean, it's so far it's pretty good. I might be screwing myself over by saying this, but so far no problems. Like I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give it a month before I actually put the front part of the phone case on, because I haven't put the front part of the phone case on, because that thing actually sticks. It's got like a sticky surface, and it kind of like it includes a screen protector. So essentially, it kind of like it needs to be glued to the phone for this case to actually like be complete. So that's why it's not fully cased up yet. But I put the other half of the phone case on purely so that it will protect the cameras and stuff, because the cameras actually like stick out quite a lot on this. But yeah, I'm actually disappointed with this phone case. The phone case itself, I also bought myself a couple of things to basically help, because you know, like the phone case, I also got myself an iPad phone, like an iPad case, because like my TV phone, remember that one that I was talking about that I'm using as a camera? Well, I was using that also as a TV, right? They really do stick out. They do, and they still stick out a little bit, but the actual phone case itself kind of like protects the phone and also kind of like lessens the amount of sticky outness that the camera has. So that's good. But yeah. Anyway, I'll show you the iPad in a second. It's because it's propped up here. But I have an iPad, by the way. I haven't used it before because it's essentially my computer that's in my rucksack all the time. But I was given an iPad by my buddy Dave, my buddy that lives up in Newcastle. He's been in a couple of videos, but that guy basically gave me a spare iPad, which was really nice of him. He gets them for free at work. Anyway, yeah. So it's been in my bag, and I do use it when I'm away, when I'm traveling or whatever. And yeah, I was like, I'm going to use this actually as my new TV, and also like eventually, like somebody said that they are done with their S Pen or something. No, this is the S Pen. They're going to give me the S Pen for this, but the Apple Pencil's also like for that. So yeah, now it's really cold in here. Oh my God. How good of an iPad is it? It's generation 6, I think. I'll show you in a second. I'm talking about the phone. So yeah. Anyway, I got this case, and it's like, it looks really cool on the website. It looks really cool. It's not cheap. It's about $20 because it's like 2 phone cases, because it's pretty much 2 phones essentially. And yeah, it looks like it's metal and everything on the website. It looks like it's metal. It's kind of like, even I swear, in the like preview video, it almost sounds metal as well. And it kind of like says that it connects via magnetism, like to the other half, so that this hinge kind of like connects properly when it, yeah. So it kind of implied that it was all made of metal, except for the carbon fiber. The carbon fiber-esque, I don't actually believe that that's carbon fiber kind of stuff. Yeah, it's all chrome plastic. It looks and feels very plasticky in real life. See, that's metal. The phone itself is metal. Here you go. It's not chrome metal, but it's metal. It's not going to focus anymore, right? Compared to the yeah, it's really not metal. It's chrome plastic, and it looks chromy plastic as well. Also, this is a stand for the phone. Look how much it flexes before it turns on. I swear to God, that's going to snap. And yeah, you can see it's plastic. But yeah, you can stand it on things. Even closing it feels like it's going to break. But yeah, it's plastic. So yeah, like I said, I'm not going to put the outer case on it just yet on this side, because it needs to be stuck on it. And like, if something goes wrong, like tomorrow or something, like, I'm giving it a week basically. If something goes wrong with it, like tomorrow or something, I can just send it back, and I wouldn't have wasted money on a case, because then I can send the case back, or I can use the case on the new phone, because this part isn't stuck to the phone. It kind of clips on the phone instead of being stuck to it. So yeah. So yeah, that's my present to myself for potentially a long time. Oh my god, wait, my nose is so itchy right now. Ah, I've been trying not to rub it. But yeah. I'm also disappointed, by the way, with, and I'm going to show you the iPad now. So this is the iPad. It also has a similar problem with the case. It's been plugged in now. How are you with battery, by the way? Come on. Wake up. 63%, yeah, that's fine. Poor thing's never getting charged up to 100%. I keep moving it around. But yeah, so this is the iPad. And this is the iPad case. This is not what I ordered. This is not what I ordered. It's still good. You know, I still like it. It was fairly cheap. It wasn't super expensive or anything. Like unlike this case, this one cost like $20. Like this one costs more like 15, I think, or something. You know, I think it's worth about 15, right? What's that? I know that may make me sound stupid, but I don't know what that means. Yeah. Oh, good. I was like, oh my god, it's got smudge on it already. I mean, it's got like a scratch on it already, but nope. That was just a hair. That's fine. Yeah. But this is not this is not the case I ordered. This is not the case I ordered. So on the website on Amazon again, because I've got everything together. It looks like this from the front. I will say that it does look like this from the front. Okay. And I selected the orange color. I wanted the yellow color because I kind of like I like the industrial look, you know. Like this originally was white. This is on the old broken iPhone. Like this was originally white, this phone case with rubber sides, but like eventually it kind of like chipped off. It's still kind of white around the camera. But like I originally ordered, you know, I originally wanted a metal case. This is actually metal, so this is really cool, right? It's actually metal, not fake plastic metal. Anyway, like my other one is yellow. It's kind of like I said, I'm going for like the dust. I like the industrial kind of look. The thing that actually looks like it's from a spaceship, you know, that protects the actual hardware and stuff. I like that. You know, I kind of liked the idea because again, this sounded like it's priced as if it's metal, or at least kind of like metal shelled or whatever. Um, you know, that's one of the reasons why, you know, for this in the first place is because it's heavy duty kind of like padded metal, but it's actually plastic. This, however, is actually out of the materials that I thought it was. You know, it's like I understood that it's like it's a plastic case. You know, it's hard plastic case with rubber around the edges, shock absorbers kind of around the edges. Fine, right? Yeah, that's all good. The back of it doesn't look anything like the model that I chose. The back of it is very much not the model I chose. The only problem is that the actual stand that comes out that you have to really tug on to actually get out, at least the first time. Yeah, in the model that I chose, it's in a ring. Like, it's in a ring that you can rotate, and also the mechanism was bigger so that you can actually like stand it up like that instead of just like standing it up only like this. Like, yeah. Also, they're like the hard plastic like went further around the edges to basically like help with the shock absorbers and stuff. Like, well, it covered a lot more of the back than this rubber, this the rubber does basically. So it kind of looks more like the front. I know that's just an aesthetic thing, but yeah, it kind of looked like the front, only it had like a big ring here that you can rotate the thing. Also, it had like a little slot that you can basically add a pencil to. You can actually like stick the pencil in it, the Apple Pencil, like just stick it to it. Like, it didn't hold it like the whole pencil in it, but it essentially kind of like had like a little rubber kind of like holder for the pencil that basically you can just cover up, you know. And I was like, that's perfect, So yeah, I'm pretty sure that I didn't make a mistake. I know that sounds again very kind of like I'm infallible. No, I'm pretty sure that I didn't make a mistake. I'm pretty sure that I selected the model that I wanted in the color that I wanted. I made sure that it was like that. I even checked it in the basket to make sure that it was the correct one. So when this came, and it was in a big bag, you could only see the front of it. So I opened the bag, and then that's when I discovered that it's also not, the back of it was not at all the one that I wanted. I don't care. I'm kind of like I'm over it. I'm done. I don't mind. This is actually like it's still a very good case. I don't really need the other part of the case. I don't need the rest of the functionality. When I get the pencil, it would have been nice to actually have like a thing to stick on it and stuff. But yeah. Oh, also, it says that basically it was supposed to come with a big strap, so that I could actually like, make it attach to kind of like a like a big dongle, I guess. I don't know how this would do that. It also didn't come with the strap, but I don't know where it would attach to, even if that was the case. I'm guessing these points, there's like, well, they do look like you can actually like clip something in there, but I'm still not sure. Yeah, it's not a certainty. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, happy with this case. The iPad itself. Okay, so you're saying it's a drawing app. I'm pretty sure I know what that is now. I just didn't remember right away. Sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does have that, but like I said, I don't have an Apple Pencil because they're really expensive. Like, I might be getting one in the future, but that kind of depends on if my friend basically actually remembers to give it to me. My best friend, my bestest friend, still hasn't sent me the things that he promised to send me. So yeah, whatever. I thought I might get that for Christmas, but whatever. It's okay. It's okay. I forgot his birthday or whatever. I don't care. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does have that, but I don't have a pencil or anything to use on this, so I can't do that. I can't do that. It wouldn't matter anyway, because like my digital art days are kind of like sort of over. Nobody kind of wants me to do any digital art stuff. Nobody wants me to do art stuff. So it's a thing, you know. Yeah. So okay, so the iPad itself. It doesn't know my thumb. It also doesn't know my finger. It knows my finger. Okay, that's the only time that's ever fucking worked. You son of a bitch. Oh yeah, and I'm watching something. Yeah. Anyway, iPad. That's the iPad. Now it knows my finger and my thumb. Great. Well, at least it knows my finger. Yeah, I don't mind this case. I'm okay with it. I've opened it already, so I don't really want to send it back. Look how thick it is, by the way. Like, look how much case there is. I've just opened the earphone speaker port, and that's how thick it is. That's how thick the case is. It's really thick. At least around the edges, it's like really thick. This thing is not gonna break. Max and Goofball on your screen? No, I was watching news bloopers. Like that was the like it was a random YouTube video, and it was news bloopers. It was just general news bloopers. It was kind of like the like Fail Army, but it was for news programs, because I'm subscribed to a couple of channels that do stuff like that, that do bloopers and stuff. I want to put this down. I don't know where to put this down. I can't just put it back on the thing because I'm worried about like knocking over the camera again. I'll just put it here because I'm pretty much done talking about things. I think like I can't think of anything else to talk about besides that. Like those are my only concerns with it. It's all good. I now have the equipment to basically film things again. So yeah. Banner Fox, I don't know if you heard about my plans to, where I'm putting my content in the future. But I did say that at the beginning in detail-ish. But yeah, I've gotten all of my talking points out. I'm ready to go to see if my shower is going to work this time. I got earlier today. I cleaned the bath and like got ready for my shower. I was really looking forward to my shower, right? And I got naked. I stepped into my bathroom. I turned on the hot water and like again I'm completely naked and felt the water for like 10 minutes. It didn't heat up. So I had to go into the back. I had to go back into the house, and then into the house. I had to go back into I had to leave the bathroom, get dressed again, and then like check the boiler and check all of the like systems in the house and making sure that they were talking to each other and everything. And it was like, yes, the heating in the house does work. So the boiler is working, but for some reason the hot water like function on the boiler wasn't giving it wasn't giving the house hot water. It was only giving the heating hot water because it's a radiator. It's a water heat radiation system as opposed to a like electric heater kind of system. So yeah, but now I've told it to basically like heat up the water again and to provide me with enough water to shower. So hopefully by now it's done that. I can actually hear it right now. So my boiler is working because I can hear it right now in the house. So yeah. It's like the boiler's like 70 years old, so I don't blame it. Okay, I don't blame it at all. It was installed in like the 50s or something. I don't know. Yeah. Where did you decide? Oh, you mean the video hosting? Well, I'm still looking for like another alternative, but essentially, hopefully, the bulk of the content is going to be on Telegram. If I can basically get like a good filing system sorted out on Telegram, which I'm told is possible-ish, then like the archive of all of the video content is going to be on Telegram, and it's probably going to be in a, the vault is kind of going to be in a sectioned off kind of like, patron only kind of accessible area. However, if it actually works and I test it out and it does actually work properly, then much like my videos, much like my pictures, that basically I upload like 3 or 4 of them a day to various different sites and stuff. I am going to do the same thing with the videos. So basically, it's it's going to be on it's going to be on X, Twitter. It's going to be on Twitter. So yeah, like that's the plan. So far, that's the plan. You know, it's like, so basically like there's going to be daily uploads, very much akin to how Just for Fans works, but for everybody that can follow me on Twitter. And it's going to be the archive. I'm going to be trying to upload everything from the archive into a Telegram, like a sectioned off part of Telegram, essentially. And the Telegram is also going to be managed and sourced and stuff by itself. I don't know how good Telegram is anymore. Like, because like I said, I don't use Telegram. Like, it's been forever since I basically actually used Telegram, and I have told people the reasons why I haven't used Telegram. But like I said, somebody did say to me that it's like you can actually like make it kind of a very, very basic version of Discord, like a Discord server. You can actually like have separate channels and rooms and stuff, or you can just make different Telegram accounts, but quickly and easily to basically make it so that like there is one whole big Telegram for like the videos and file sharing and stuff, and the other one is just a chat or something. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't. That's the general plan. In the new year, I'm going to actually organize this, because I think it was Roscoe that said that he would be happy to help with the whole Telegram thing. But I haven't downloaded Telegram again just yet. But like I said, in the new year, that's when that's all going to start. And I'll actually like be able to make new content again because I have camera now that works, and I have like a dedicated camera, and I have like a dedicated TV, so I don't have to rely all the time on my old camera to basically be my television. So yeah, Telegram's still pretty good. I've just had really bad experiences with Telegram. I just don't like it, and I don't. It's kind of like it's the new Skype, you know. For some reason, it tries to it's really difficult to get off your computer. I'm not convinced that it actually did get off my computer, even though I'm pretty sure that once I was done with it last time, like a few years ago, I scrubbed it off of my computer. I downloaded a program that basically like actually got rid of it off of my computer and stuff. But whilst I was actually trying to get Windows 10 back on my computer, after my computer, the last time my computer did the whole, you are now running Windows 11. It's like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I went through a bunch of files and found Telegram. And I was like, fuck, what the hell are you doing here? So yeah, it's like, it's very just, it feels very wrong and insidious, Telegram does. I found it on my phone. I found it on my old phone when I was backing up files and stuff. So basically, like transferring data to the new phone. It was on there again, even though I'm pretty sure that I like deleted it and scrubbed it off of the old phone as well. So yeah. But yeah, what do you think, Panafox? Do you think that's possible to basically like host all of my my archive, my vault, basically on Telegram? Do you think that would be possible? Do you think that's a good idea? What do you think? It should be able to. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. I just, like I said, I'm not entirely sure. I remember, I remember Telegram, and from what one of my friends told me, they've kind of got like you can actually kind of make it a very, very basic version of like Discord servers, like a Discord server. Like I've got my own server on Discord, but Discord doesn't host large video files. So I can't just put everything on Discord. Otherwise I would. That'd be great. Like that would actually be great because I already have the system in place to do that on Discord. That would be great. Like but doesn't, if you get Nitro, if you get like Discord Nitro, it says that you can upload bigger files and bigger things, but like how big, Other post stuff on there too, but I don't know if there's a length limit for a vid. Yeah, again, I'm like, they made it sound like you can make a server on there that's like a faux Discord server, and there isn't like from what Roscoe has told me in the past, there is not a limit to the bigness of the file that you can actually send or post on Telegram. So yeah, I've actually sent. That's one of the reasons why I got Telegram in the first place, was because I wanted to send a couple of people like video files that they had paid for. So yeah, they were big files, So yeah. Did you say that about, yeah, you can? Is that Nitro? Is that on Discord? Because then the problem's solved. I just have to figure out a way to afford Nitro. So using Nitro, I can upload large video files to Discord. I'd much rather do that than have to figure out all of the bullshit with Telegram. Like, how big is the video files that you could upload with Nitro? Like, how big? Like, I'm asking you, but I mean, I can just like look this up if I wanted to, I guess. 500. I just realized I haven't looked up how big an average file is on my. Let me just poke buttons. So let me have a look at like beep. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's probably going to be not working then. You say meg? Yeah, 6-minute video. A 6-minute video is 734 meg. So lame. Oh, I thought all my problems were solved for a second. For a second. Hmm. Oh well. So I'm just doing some mental kind of calculations. How big is Telegram upload limit? I don't think it has one. I did say that. I don't think it has one because I've sent big files over Telegram before, and also I think Roscoe actually said in the past that he's downloaded whole movies from Telegram. So yeah, like whole like you know Matrix movies and stuff like that. You know. I'm trying to think of just a random movie to basically say, like, I haven't watched The Matrix in a long time. I can't remember if I've ever done this. The whole, like, it's like a giant phone. And then, does the iPad have sensors? See if one of where its infrared sensor is. Okay, that's stupid. That's stupid. What is the point of these holes? Just curious. It kind of made it feel like those were sensors, you know, like it has an infrared sensor or a light or something, like it has an infrared light or something. Because I know when you turn on like these phones, like they have sensors and stuff. To scan your face. Yeah, well, like next time that you basically have like a camera, like point it at your phone and then like touch it, you know, tap it, and like you'll notice that on the front of it, usually by the camera, it has a little light appears in on your screen of your other camera, and it's like, oh, because that's a sensor. Well, that's actually the emitter for the sensor to pick up. So yeah. You've got speakers? No, the speakers on the bottom. Yeah, speakers on the bottom. Microphone is. I don't think it has a forward-facing microphone. I think that's actually what the top thing is, like that hole. But also there's like it's got a camera, and the microphone for this camera is right there, like this hole. So yeah. Like I said, I have no idea why there are two openings here. Yeah, I can even see the light for the camera. It's right next to the camera. So the that's the sensor, and then the emitter is right next to the camera on the other side. Okay, but yeah, there's nothing else. I don't know why there's two holes there. Strange. Maybe it's in a different model, like because this case is apparently rated for generation 6, 7, and 8. I think that's what it said. 6, 7, and 8. Hmm. So maybe in the other models it's different. There do seem to be holes for different attachments and stuff. So yeah. Anyway. Right, I'm gonna go eat foods and then have shower. Is there anything else anybody wants to ask me or talk to me about before I go? I also like I got moaned at on Tumblr. Somebody did say that somebody said, I'm trying to remember exactly what they said. It was kind of a case of like they commented on one of my pictures on Tumblr that they really like this picture, and then they said, you don't have to make AI, like with an exclamation mark at the end of it. So basically they were shouting at me. And it was like, okay. I responded to this comment with like, thanks. Don't shout at me. So they posted a comment, like you can basically post on somebody else's wall, asking them a question or leaving a comment, basically. And they posted, it's like, I am terribly sorry that you thought I was, that I offended you, and that you thought I was shouting. And then they say that it's like, I was merely saying that I love your picture. Your I love your class. They say classical picture, and that you really don't need to use AI because I don't like it. Basically, so I don't like AI. Yeah. So I wrote. You know what? I can actually just bring it up. I can just bring it up because I just found this hilarious. I don't know why it was so funny to me, but I found it hilarious because, yeah. Here's what they said. Hi, sorry I didn't mean to shout at you, and I'm sorry you felt that way. And then sad face. I was just pointing I was just pointing the fact that you look gorgeous. Thank you. In your classical, in quotation marks, picture. And I love them way more than the AI vids. Happy face. Cheers, and then that's it. They don't say anything else. So I wrote back, thanks for the compliment, much appreciated. Thanks for the update on your personal preferences, but no one asked. So I left it there. But it was just like, okay. Oh, someone's left a comment. Let me just. Somebody just left a comment saying, rude, full stop. Yeah. It's just so dumb. Are they saying that I was rude, or were they saying that the other guy was rude? eh, eh, eh. 1 second. Stop slipping. Oh, spelling. How do you spell exclamation? I don't know why I'm asking. I cannot see the chat while I'm doing this. There we go. So I've written, if you mean him, then yes, it's not cool to leave a comment telling me that he likes how I look, but then ending a comment by practically telling me what to do with an exclamation mark. Full stop. And then big space. If you're saying that I'm rude, then I don't care. There you go. Okay. So dumb. Right, what are you gonna eat? I don't know. I do not know. Ooh. I think I have some nibbles, like cocktail sausages and like mini chicken strips that are going out of date. I think I was gonna eat them at Christmas, but I had like a bunch of I had a lot of salty food. I already had pigs in blankets, and they were like really salty, like so salty. They were delicious. My mouth is watering thinking about it, but I was like, yeah, I'm done with the trying to make the Christmas dinner, kind of like party food kind of stuff. So I don't need this pre-made stuff that it's just going to be in the fridge now, I guess, till it is nearly running out of date. And I think it is already. I think it went off yesterday, so I better eat that before it goes off completely. But yeah, I don't know what to have with it, but if I have Philadelphia, that Philadelphia is probably got moldy, and then I'll have to give it a name. I'll have to give it a name soon. God damn it! Ruined that joke. It's probably gone moldy, and I probably will have to give it a name soon because I'm pretty sure that it's like that. That Philadelphia goes out of date. Creamy cheese. It goes out of date pretty quickly. Like once it's opened, it's like that's it. You've only got like a couple of days at most before it goes away completely. So I think I've got some Philadelphia, and I can use that as dippy. And I've got crackers, so like that, cheese, crackers. Yeah. And soup. It can, like I said, it depends if the Philadelphia is good or not. But that's what I'm kind of craving. That's what I'm going to aim for. I'm going to go eat that very soon. If not, then I've still got some frozen meals, and I've got a can of beans. So I think. So, yeah. I do have Christmas chocolate because I got a couple of selection boxes, and a big tin of shortbread. It's not very, meal wise. It's not very appetizing, but yeah. I did finish off a huge tin of biscuits by themselves last night. Sorry, cookies. Americans. I finished off a huge tin of cookies last night, so yeah. Food is food. Well, yeah, but some food is food. It depends. It depends. Okay. Is there anything else that anybody wants to ask me or talk to me about? I was going to put this down where my mouse is. And then I was like, no, because I need to put this down so that I can use my mouse. But yeah, I can just hold it I could just hold it. Stop being fidgety. God. All good? Cool. By the way, I haven't been playing on my computer very much over the past day, and I feel bad about that because I do have a mission, but there's not really enough time between, like, you know, just doing house stuff and also doing like playing with the animation stuff for the AI things, you know, and also setting up the phone, and also playing on the phone. I can play games now again on my phone. You have no idea how much that's been that's like been a thing. Imagine basically going back in time to when phones didn't do much besides like texting, and also make the texting really hard. Like, that's what I've been living with for the past kind of year. At least that's what it feels like. It feels like it's been a whole year. Like it's not been able to do anything but kind of let me text. Kind of. Like, and now I've got this thing which has all of my old games on it, and also, you know, my old phone games, like all my tower defense and my pocket tanks and my tiny towers and stuff like that, and also has a working camera and everything again. It's like, oh my god, it's so good. No wonder my depression is shut up. You know, no wonder my depression is fucked off for a little bit. It's because basically, like I got a big screen to watch my TV, and I can play video games anywhere. You know, at least basic games, kind of. So yeah, like, it's a really cool. It's a giant screen. It's really cool. It's weird having a phone that has a giant screen. Like, I love that. Basically like this, but like I can fold it up and then put it in my pocket. It's so cool. Okay, I'm done. I'm done gushing over it. If anybody has any more AI suggestions, stuff that they would like to see, like either in pictures or videos, then like tell me. Because like not only have I been getting the random people that don't like AI that basically like want to poop on me because I like using AI to work on my own pictures and stuff. But also, like some of the people have already kind of like that do like my AI stuff have complained that they're seeing kind of the same stuff. And yeah, I agree, but I'm always open to suggestions. Also, these same people, by the way, they ask for the same stuff, just with tiny tweaks. I know at least one of you are watching this on playback. Like, go nuts! You have an infinite like possibilities to pick from. I always kind of like when I'm making the pictures in particular, I always try to kind of vary it up a little bit, you know? Like otherwise you would basically just see the same you know, like firemen and lumberjacks and stuff like that. But I've intentionally kind of like limited myself to like trying to make sure that at least the last set of pictures doesn't look kind of the same as the previous set of pictures, you know, unless I absolutely have to. Like there's like no other way that I can actually like change this picture in any way. It's like it's got to be the same as last time, you know. It's like, you know, oh my god. But yeah, they just asked me for the same stuff. It's very. I just find it very, very funny, you know. Or ask me something that I've tried in the past and it just hasn't worked, you know, which is fine. Like I don't mind repeating myself so much, as long as I don't do it all the time. But when these people basically forget that they've asked me to do this in the past, it does get a bit annoying, Oh my god. Here, okay. Here's the thing. Mpreg people. I'm not into it. Please leave me alone. The Vor community, because there's a lot of you, like really a lot. I can't make those videos. I've tried in the past. You have to be incredibly specific to actually get it to work and have exactly the right kind of picture to start with to actually get it to work. I only say that because, like, recently I've done a couple for a friend, whatever. I've done a couple for Itchy, and like they've worked out amazingly. But it's pure luck that they've worked out amazingly, and it's because I basically have pictures of myself, like in so many different positions, to basically find a picture that is perfect for this kind of like particular raw picture, But like making an actual picture out of that, the computer won't do. The programs I use, the computer won't do it. It won't do it. Stop asking me for that particularly. It won't make a picture of that. I can make a video of that if you basically provide me with exactly the right kind of pictures, but I can't make a picture, a base picture, using the software that I actually have. Okay, the program knows what VOR is, and it doesn't want to do that. It doesn't want to show that. It won't let me. Stop asking for that. Again, if you do, you can. I'm not. Oh my god, I did just say stop asking for that in pictures. Okay, in videos, I don't mind you asking me for that, but you have to be incredibly specific with your picture that you send me to use. You have to be very specific. It has to be very specifically a certain type of picture that is very easy to basically make into a it like the video program software that I use, the video generation program software that I use is not free. Like, it takes me so many attempts to basically get something right. And yeah, it's like, yeah. Also the Blueberry people, or like transformations. Like, I don't mind doing some transformations, but similar kind of situation. Okay, like, it's really hard to actually get that right. It takes a few attempts, and it kind of like fundamentally changes like the original picture. Like, if you're making a video out of it, it's slightly easier. If I'm making a picture, it's very hard. It's very hard because basically it doesn't know what you're trying to do. So it kind of like, it ruins the picture somehow, you can't just talking to an AI is really hard. Just talking to an AI is really hard when you want to see something very specific. It's really hard to actually like get it to make a picture of that thing. Like, yeah, like with the video generation, it's a bit easier because I don't know what it is exactly about it, but it basically it's like it's heard all of this stuff before, so it kind of does want to do what you want it to do, and it kind of knows shorthand if you basically have made a mistake in asking for one thing, and then kind of like, yeah, I'm trying to think of a good example. It's it's like if you have a picture of more than one person and you want one person to walk around another person. Like, let's say they're both men, okay? Like, you want one person to basically like walk in front, step in front of this other person. So you basically say it's like have him walking in front of him. Like, that's a mistake. Like, you probably didn't even pick it up, but you type that in, and it'll kind of like know to put like it will know which one to actually pick somehow. Like, maybe it picked one at random and then made that one walk in front of the other one, step in front of the other one, or whatever. But it'll pick one and then it will just do that. But a lot of other programs will get confused and basically add another person sometimes, or hallucinate something else. It's like the program I use is actually really good at figuring this stuff out. But even though I do try to like fix that. That is just an example, but this is why it sometimes gets muddled up and confused, and why it can take several different attempts to get things right. If you basically say to a program, like when you're making a blueberry guy, then like you fill in a thing about making them expand in some way to try to get them to like turn into a completely round person or whatever. And then you basically tell it to make their skin blue. It will get confused, and it will basically try to make everything blue, like sometimes even stuff that's blue around them. And it's like, yeah, it's really, really annoying. Even if you specifically say just their skin or whatever, it will still do that because it's got all the other information to deal with first. Then it will do that, and it's like, and sometimes retroactively, like put blue skin on them, etc. It's complicated, and like I said, it's annoying sometimes trying to get an AI to do exactly what you wanted it to do. So yeah. But yes, I'm looking for more varied stuff. My brain, if it's left to itself, and I don't know if anybody's noticed this from my Discord. Did I lose you, Panda Fox? I lost somebody. Somebody left. Um, yeah, my brain, if it's left to itself, then it will fixate on one particular picture, and it will kind of like keep coming up with just various iterations of what I'd like to see in that picture. And that's why, if you've seen on my Discord in the AI room that I upload all of my stuff to, it's pretty much like variations on one picture in particular, and there's like so many of them, and I know that's a problem. But like I said, it's because I've had very little kind of input and suggestions from people just recently, like over the past like week and a bit, basically. But yeah, like, I don't just like try to get something right for somebody else and then move on, because I'm trying to make a picture for myself. And when I just let my brain wander, essentially I kind of just like try to perfect one thing in one image, or I try to specifically kind of like kind of go in different directions, but using that one image, as opposed to trying something else out on a different image. I try to perfect the thing on that one image. So yeah, I want to get back to basically making more varied content and stuff with these images. So yeah. So if anybody's watching this on playback, or if Panafox, if you've got like an idea or two or whatever, then like feel free to drop me like a message or suggestion or whatever. And yeah, I'll check it out and see if I can actually do something like that with something. I don't know. And right now, I'm definitely done. Dunsies, I think. I've been tormenting the iPad too much. I basically keep like lifting up. You know, does it do that? I don't think the old generation iPads don't do that when they don't detect when they're lifted up. Nope. You actually have to poke a button to turn it on. Another hair. Yeah, okay, I'm gone. I'm done. I'm done. Okay. Yeah. That's why I had to put it down, because I was going to do the belly rubs and belly salute. Dumbass. Let's do this without actually knocking it over. Can I just put it here? I mean, I'm going to remember it. I just don't like putting it on the floor. Belly rubs. Or belly salute. Or belly salute and belly salute. Mine only answers to button press 2. I just breathed in a bit of spit. Maybe it's an old generation one then, an old generation thing then. I don't know. It's just that my little cousins, they've got the newest iPad, so like when they pick it up, it kind of like turns on once it detects their face. So yeah. I think it was a hair. I think I coughed up a hairball. Anyway. I don't know when you lift this up. It didn't do it. Okay, that's uncool. Maybe it's a setting I have to put. That's... Did I find a problem? Did I just find a problem? Yeah, you have to poke it. Whatever. That's not that big of a deal. I can overlook that. That's fine. Did you? It's probably not a problem. It's probably, like I said, it's just it's probably a setting that I've turned off or on or something, because I've been trying to fix the notifications. You know, it didn't like transfer my preferences to it for some reason. So yeah, all of its notifications are kind of like different noises, and they also, some of them, even though I put it on silent notification mode, there's certain apps like Growler and Facebook that still make noises when you get a message. No. I told it to shut up. Like it should only make a noise. I had to go into the notification center and actually like turn it off and like make sure that all notifications were off, to except for, you know, so that they're only on screen and stuff. But no, it still makes noises. Well, only those 2 apps, they still make noises, so that's fun. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my food now. Toodles.